Welcome to Trading Lounge and the European indices for the 27th of May. I want to start with the S&P 500 because I want to present a problem that we've got here. We're looking at it in a bullish manner and also in a bearish manner as well. So for the S&P 500 here, this particular top here is really quite critical to us. So it can be counted in a positive light, like I've got wave 4 here and we go up for wave 1 and we pull back for wave 2 and then we move up further. So what we've decided to do is to buy these new highs here. So if we see new highs come into play, then the market's going to be bullish from that point. Otherwise, the market can be bearish, and this is what we need to transfer through to the European markets as well. So this is the just the 1 hour chart here. In this case, what we can also have here is a wave A here, then an A and a B and a C wave for the B wave here, and then drop down for the C wave here. Now, I don't know which one is correct, so what we'll do is we're just going to buy that new high or these new highs in here for that. So we just need to see which one plays out. So we really need to take this particular scenario being long and short with the European markets as well. So with the stock 50 here, I can count, this is a pretty ugly sort of correction here. I can count it in different ways. I can put wave 4 here. I could even put wave 5 on the top there. But either way, what we're looking for is a new high. So we could go long above that high, but now we can use this high here for that. So this market can continue to move lower, but if it's going to be bullish, it needs to take out that high. So this is really, we're going to play the same tactics and strategy with the US markets as same with the US as the European market. So that's what we're looking at this point in time. If this were to retrace as an impulse wave and look at a move back, it's possible for it to move back into these spaces here. It doesn't have to pull that far back because we've got the nice 4,000 there as support. But yeah, we couldn't go long in this market unless we're above this top here. Yeah. So this is the same for the DAX and the FTSE as well. So just with the DAX a bit quickly here, we could count all of this correction here in a different way. I understand that it's quite complicated, and when I'm unsure about something, well, then I'd need to dive down into the details or to the trading levels. But we have the same thing here as well. We have an impulse wave up here, and that means that we can drop that down, because we've been waiting for these highs to roll over on the S&P and the NASDAQ, all last week really, and this is where we are at the moment. So we're on this side rather than this side, and being on this side, we can start looking for trade setups. So you may ask, well, can we trade short? Possibly, you could just sell a new low, but you'd still need to be mindful of any retracement into its levels there. So that would only get you down into this space here, which is good enough, better to be have something, but that number there would be the one to short into 15,300 here for that. So that would be the top of group 1. So you could short it into that space if that low here was breached. So not a big move, but something, and it could come down lower than that. We'd have to check it out, but I'm just, because we're above the 15,000 and not below it, we're looking for long trade setups. So we want to be on the right side at the right time to get our market timing correct. But anyway, very simplistic, that's where we are for the DAX, and I can look at that in a bit more detail on the 1 hour chart, but same sort of thing here really. We've counted 5 waves up here, and we're looking for either this to pull back into this space here or to pull down here further. So there's a few things. I mean, it could just move straight up from here because we do have an A and a B and a C, but this C wave here is rather sharp. It's even sharper than the A wave here. So that that's a little bit haunting and tells me that that we can be going lower. So breaching that would bring you down into the 15.3. Definitely expect to bounce off the 300. But it can take us lower. So we just need to be a bit cautious here, so that's what we're being, and we can go long above that there. And the FTSE is the same, except we've already got a long trade into the FTSE here as well. So we can bring this one down to that top, and we can also bring it down to the second top here now for that. We've also counted 5 waves up here. So yeah, I mean, it could be, all of this could be counted differently, but while we're above the major, large numbers, we're sitting on support. Well, we're forced to buy. We've got setups to buy new highs, because if we were going to sell short, we would want to set up on the other side. We'd want to make sure that that 7,000 has been tested and is going to fail at that point, and we would take that low out here for that. But at the same time, we need to also be mindful of that. Well, if that is 5 waves up there, then the market can drop back down to here lower into the 50-60% mark and then move up from there. So it can come down to here and then move up from that point there as well. So a little bit of a rock and a hard place. Now we've got this position in here, so I thought I'd tighten up on that, and that would mean that we would want this market to stay above. We were looking yesterday for this top to come into play, and we're looking for an ABC pattern. So that's all played out reasonably well. But will that take that top out there and give us another long trade? I don't know. We'll just need the market's the boss, and it will tell us what it's going to do, and we just need to be sheep. It's okay to be a black sheep, but so this move, this low here, because we've got this as an A and a B and a C wave here, I think we need to protect that position there, so we're just going to lock that in there. You could probably even, if you were keen and you see a lot of strength, you could probably even get a half a position above that high there, because from that high to that low there, it would be above the 61.8%. It is hitting, see all those open and closes there? They're always important. It's just a very subtle thing to look for all the time. It means that there's big orders being there, and they will peg that market there. So you'd need a clean breach above that. But yeah, so this position is a concern. So I'm bringing the stop up from down here up to here. So we're in a bit of a game of chance at the moment with this, which always makes it exciting. We've come for the thrill and the money, and or have we? And yeah, so that's really it in a nutshell, guys and girls. We'll just allow this to play out. We'll see if that support holds. Alrighty, I'll have to leave it at that. Cheers.